What's going on, everybody? James here, RedemptionAgency.com. 21 years selling on eBay. All right. Looks like Adrian came down this morning and pulled for me. He's working from home today because of the snow and the cold that's supposed to be coming through. Snowmageddon. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how bad it gets. But so I'm gonna hurry up and get this stuff to the post office before it starts coming in. So got some stuff here. So let's go. Let's get straight into it, shall we? All right, first, right out of the gate, we got, are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah. We got two St. Louis Cardinal hats. Boom. Both together, sold for $16.50. Headed to McKinley, Texas. Texas. You know, the last time I went to the bins, I kind of, and I've always saw this, but I've never really clicked. When people say they're not buying something to make money on because they don't want to ship it. And I'm like, I'll take it. People are just, there's two different classes of resellers. Ones who, I don't know how you can put it. Ones that, I don't know. They either don't struggle or they create their own struggles, I guess, by saying stuff like, I'm not shipping that, so I'm not buying it. Well, you can make $50 off of it. Yeah, but I don't, well, you must not be hurting very bad or you know, want to be very successful if you're going to put limitations on your success. So that just like hit me the other day. I'm like, because if you're wanting to be a reseller, $50, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if it comes down to something that you're only making like $10 on, and it would take you a half hour to make the box, then that makes more sense. But when it's a higher dollar item, you figure that stuff out. Figure it out. Because when you do, you get experience. When you get experience, you get quicker. When you get quicker, you'll do it more. So the next big item, you'd be like, I'm taking this. And then there's another $50 or whatever. So maybe they just need to struggle a little bit or stop creating their own struggle. Whichever case is fitting. This is fitting. Yesterday was still up until probably like 10, 11 a.m. had 2 items sold. So they're overnight's just like totally bombing out. And what was last night? Let's see here. All right. We're at 8:45 this morning. And 4 items. So a little bit better than yesterday. But overnight's just bombing out. And then it starts picking up toward the afternoon, evening hours. So I'm not sure if that's still, feels like it's site related, shutting down. All right, we've got Heartland Farm hat. All right. The gangs are here. And that sold for $9. Been in the store over 2 years. Headed to Mattoon, Illinois. All right. The gangs are here. Triumph of the Kill CD. Sold for $6.30, headed to St. Paul, Minnesota. The gangs are here. The gangs are here. All right. All right. The gangs are here. The gangs are here. I think today, this video, I gotta challenge myself. I think like the whole view count and stuff's like more of a challenge to me now. Like, how can I create that perfect title or that perfect thumbnail, and kind of watch and see how it works within the YouTube algorithm. I think I'm starting to get addicted to the YouTube algorithm like I am with the eBay situation, trying to figure things out. Because like my last couple of videos just totally bombed. I'm like, what did I do different? And then I remember I did the lives, and I've always heard that after a live, your next videos bomb because not many people watch the lives. You know, if not many people watch the lives, it takes an effect on your channel also, which affects your next videos and stuff when it comes to the algorithm. So I'm like, so how do I beat that or go around that? So I think today I'll go back to the thumbnail like I was doing with the whole number situation and stuff, because those seem to be like really fit in somewhere somehow. And I took those ideas from other successful like business style channels and stuff. So I think I'm gonna just kind of play with it today, more of a creative thing, see what I can create, go to some of those bigger business channels and see what they're doing and see if I can implement it into the eBay type of video and just see what happens. See where it goes. All right, is this down here? I'm not sure what all he pulled here. All right. We got a religious shirt. He died for me. I live for him. T-shirt, 4X T-shirt. Why are you going down like that? Oh, that's why. All right. Going to Hawaii. And sold for $6. And if you're new to my videos, all the prices I give do not include the shipping that I charge. And the other day when I went over to the bins, you're going to see this piece is pretty cool. And I was surprised it was still there. And it was just laying on top. Not even on top, really. It was kind of buried by a couple of things. But I'm like, why did nobody grab this? That made no sense. But that's all right. And I didn't get to the same day that I found that piece. I found a motorcycle rider's jacket with the padding and stuff, and it was Indian motorcycles, branded all across the back, everything, tag. And it also was sitting in a bin that clothing resellers went through already. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's got to be something wrong with it, right? I'm like, there's no way. I just saw them people just clear this aisle, and there was only like, it's one of the smaller aisles with like 3 in it. I'm like, there's got to be rips, tears. I look at it, perfect, immaculate condition. I'm like, holy crap, in the cart. Sold for $120 yesterday. That's the beauty of the bins. even when people go through stuff, you can still find great dollar stuff. Stuff that makes you scratch your head and go, huh? How did I get so lucky? Sports Champions for the PS3. So for $350, headed to Chicago, Illinois. All right. So yeah, even though I had that slow ass day yesterday, I did end up getting close to 800, I think. And yeah, 780. And that's not bad for the 21st. I think it could have been better. I still feel like there's some, whether that's server hopping issues going on, because I should be doing more than that this time of year, because even though people are out doing last minute shopping in person right now, sales are still usually strong on eBay this time of year, and it crosses over before February is usually my biggest month. So from here to April, it's usually pretty strong. So we'll see. So we're going on 9 a.m. I'm at $100. So that's at least a lot better than yesterday. I had like $26 or something up until like 11 or 12, something like that. So off to a better start, which is good. All right, we got a McDonald's employee hat. Always grab all fast food employee and promo stuff. Headed to England, sold for $9.11. All right. The gang's all here. Don't you hate that when it seems like you're one side heavy on the tape gun and it kind of crinkles up just a little bit on the edge? Maybe I need to scoot this out or something. It's on too far. Dr. James reporting for surgery. Dr. James reporting for surgery. The tape gun is having some issues. All right, $9. Pirate ship. Hold your tongue and say, I ship on pirate ship. I hit on higher hit. What was it? As a kid, hold your tongue and say, I was born on a pirate ship. All right. The gang's all here. I say 8 or 9. $9. All right. The gang's all here. I was like, what happened there? Stan Fortanowski, something. So for $6.30, headed to Buffalo, Illinois. That's not too far away. My nose is itchy today. think for the next few days, I'm just going to like hat it out. Like hat. I still got so many freaking hats in storage. I just need to hat it out. Hat it out. I had it with you. All right, Angus movie soundtrack sold for $350. Headed to Hyattsville, Maryland. Alright, we got video games. So we got a Sega Saturn promo, 3-game promo set, but one of the games is not in here. So we got Virtua Fighter, Virtual Cop, and Daytona USA. And the promo box, bang. So for $20, headed to Broadhead, Wisconsin. Alright. If I put this in an LP box, it's going to shift and open and come apart. Unless I put it in a little bag. I don't want to put it in a mailer and get it squished and broken. So I know I got bags around here somewhere. Well, at least Skid Row made a catchy song, because that song is now stuck in my head. A new song. The gang's all here. The gang's all here. Alright. Alright. Gang's all here. Roll down to the second one, you. Or the first one, I should say. Thank you. Thank you. What's going on here? Excuse me, we're having technical difficulties. Alright. Did I say what that sell for? Probably 20 bucks. $20. Alright, we're almost sold out of my Dairy Queen pens. When I found them at the bins in that case, I had like about 100 total. Many multiples of this one's Fan Experience Shooting Star for Dairy Queen. Sold for $7.50. Headed to Minnetonka, Minnesota. Lake Minnetonka. What was the lake on Prince? Purple Rain? Winnetonka? Something, I don't remember. That might have been it. Lake Minnetonka. The gang's all here. The gang's all here. Alright. Alright. We got Loretta Lynn's greatest hits. Coal Miner's Daughter. You know that one. I know that one. Don't know any of the others. Sold for $3.50. Headed to Red Creek, New York. cool hat. Going up to Canada. Golden Retriever. Sold for $12. What you looking at? What you looking at? Flash? $11 Golden Retriever. Hi, boogers. Hi, boogers. Oops, why did I do that far? All right. Flash, you're next. That one's full. You a fool. No, you're a fool, not a fool. You a fool, yo. You ready to go, Flash? You got yourself a new home. Let me get you all prettified with your ribbon. So you can get all, you can make a good impression once you pop out of that bag. All right. Clean yourself up, kid. You're going places. All right, we got a vintage applause toy. His name is Flash, which is trademarked, but I'm not sure what he's from. Sold for $12.30. Headed to Lafayette, Indiana. It's a speedy turtle. I think what I might do today also is find out all the metal albums that were released on Spotify for 2022 and make a folder with all 2022 metal releases in it and listen to that today. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I say that, but then I get in a groove doing something else. I'll start that today. How about that? I'll start that today. And by start, I mean thinking about it. We'll see if it goes any further today. But at least I thought about it. All right. We've got a Cardinals Stadium giveaway jersey for Vince Coleman. Sold for $15. Headed to Frederick, Colorado. Oh, it is. Okay, Coleman. Make sure you pulled the right one. I like to double my hats for 2023. So probably got somewhere around 10,000 hats listed, which is a couple thousand lower than where I used to be. So I think I'm gonna push to 20,000 by the end of the year. All right. So this is the piece. I was probably there a good hour when I found this. And they normally put the media, they did put the media over to the side, but every once in a great while they'll put a media roll down the center of everything else on the other side. If you've been to the Brentwood bins, you know what I'm talking about. And that's what they did in this case. So I didn't even know it was there until after I started doing my rounds, and then about an hour when I got to it and I saw this, I'm like, how's this still laying there? Is it cracked? What's going on? Like, no, this thing's still brand new. So Cinderella picture disc from Hot Topics, still brand new, no cracks, nothing. Sold for $21, headed to West Lafayette, Indiana. So yeah, I mean, this and the Indian jacket, I'm like, what? So both of those made my money back. Well, just the one made my money back that day, but still, I mean, made a profit just off the one item. I like it when that happens, and I'm thinking about, depending on the weather, I'll see what the weather's going to look like at 3. I might jet over there at 3 because a lot of people are scared with weather. I'm only 5 minutes away. I ain't going to care. So it could be dead if they open within the next couple of days. So might be a nice advantage time to go over there and just freaking pile up on good stuff. So we shall see. We'll see how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling it. Because I don't need to go over there. Clearly I don't need it. This next piece I found laying around. Like, I used to do consignment for a local shoe store, Prime Sole. I would get to go in the back, and I'd get to buy stuff that way also. And then also he'd give me a bunch of stuff to sell on consignment. And it got down to where there was not much left. So I ended up just writing him a check for whatever I had left in the store, just because he lived 2 hours away. And so I just went ahead and wrote a check, and I've lost money on it. Well, it was a 50-50 split, but I just gave him the whole 50% of my asking price at the time, just so I wouldn't have to keep writing checks to kind of close out the deal. But I ended up, getting returns and stuff. So when I got returns, I didn't take it out of his money. It basically came back out of mine. So I had a bunch of stuff laying around from returns and stuff. So this was one of the two, either paid off or one of the returns, which is Wild Thing, some gym type of pants, new with tags. They sold for $38, headed to Columbus, Ohio. And I sold a pair of shorts, brand called Official. That was part of that situation. I think those went out yesterday. And then I found a tote over there with a bunch of new hats in it, sports hats that were part of that deal. I guess they came down over time off of eBay, so I need to get those listed. Oops. Alrighty, we've got, today is brought to you by the letter R. Unknown letter R youth hat, or it's not youth, small to medium size anyway. Sold for $6, headed to Elm Park, New Jersey. I need some hat boxes. All right. We got the Temptations' Greatest Hits on CD, sold for $5. Headed to Lynn, Massachusetts. If you're getting some of that cold today, make sure you fill up your gas tank. Just in case you get out in it and you get stranded, or gas doesn't freeze, but it could get condensation in the gas tank and that could freeze. So if you don't have a full tank, it could cause issues with your car starting and what have you. So always have a full tank of gas when it gets cold, real cold. We got 3 tenors CD. Sold for $3.50. I've been having a lot of pop-ups, so I guess stuff's starting to move. Headed to Key Gardens, New York. Got a couple offers here. One hot for $9. Accept. Offer for $1.29 on a $15 item. Come on now. 0 feedback. If I was upstairs, I'd block you. Dummy. Kids like to play. Or child minds like to play, I should say. Alright, so $3.50. Child minds need to play. Like, I'm a child mind and I need to play, but I don't play like that. I play like this. The gangs are here. The gangs are here. All right. All right. The gangs are here. The gangs are here. Why'd you make me do that? Why? Why'd you make me do that? Trying to embarrass me? Why are you trying to embarrass me like that? That's how I play. I talk to myself as I'm looking into the phone. Because technically you're not here right now, so I'm talking to myself. No, James, you're not talking to yourself. You're foreseeing the future is what you're doing. You're talking to the future viewers. You're like Nostradamus. You know the future is coming where they will be watching your video. So you are speaking into the future. Oh, that's gold right there. See, that's why I've always wanted to do like improv. I should have done like If I would have known what improv was at a young age, I would have really got into improv and really honed that craft of just making stuff up on the fly, because I love doing it. That's how we kind of just grew up, especially when we were just joning on each other. If you don't know what joning is, you're young. That means going off on each other, ripping each other, all that good stuff. That's joning in the 80s. We were joning on each other. We were always just making up stuff. Next up, we've got Christmas vacation tea, sold for $9.50, headed to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All right. That day that I got the Indian Jacket and that Cinderella vinyl, found some pretty decent name brand CDs anyway, like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. Sold for $9. Headed to South Lake, Texas. Also found no, this came from the other day when I went to the antique mall and you saw that video. Hopefully you saw that video. If you didn't, go see that video. I stopped at a thrift store along the way. This came from there. So I paid $1 for this the other day. Sold for $9. So, but I did find a lot of good CDs that other day too at the bins. So. Trying to determine if that will play. Looks like it'll play. That should play. Next up, we got a CD, a film called The Brother from Another Planet. Never heard that one. And sold for $15. Headed to Houston, Texas. And lastly, we've got Footprints and Friends for Life movie double feature. Sold for $6.60. Headed to Saginaw, Michigan. Who did that song? Footprints in the sand go round and round. We're going up. I don't know. I don't even know where I heard that song before. Footprints in the sand go. Whoops, sand. Leona Lewis, I'm guessing. That's what comes up. Footprints in the sand go round. I haven't heard that song since I was like a kid. You want me to call the pups so you guys can see them? Why aren't you playing? I'll show you how I do that. by the scan forms. The scan forms is the calling card, the printer noise. Oink. All right. We did get up early. Ooh, out of paper. He's out. I see his nose sticking out. Oh, he moved. Kids ready? You kids ready? You ready, girl? She ain't moving. You ready, baby girl? There she goes. Oh, she's got an ear scratch. There she is. All right. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Later.